All right, so continuing on with player previews. Sundo, I'm real excited about this guy. We've been watching his highlights, played for the Kings last year, kind of a tweener, Chimezie Metu. I gotta be honest, I had no idea that he was this athletic.
Yeah, man, he looks pretty good just looking at those highlights. And he was one of the players that I was really excited about just for potential whenever we started the offseason and signing all these players. He was one that I just looked at and said, hey, there's a lot of potential there with that athleticism. I know he's a little bit on the smaller side for a 5, but I think in today's NBA, it's doable.
Chimezie is quickly becoming one of my favorite patented mid-tier players that I get way too hyped about. I'm not saying that he should be in the starting lineup, but if things end up working their way towards that due to injury or whatever, I don't think I would be upset about it.
Here we go again. Here we go. It's only a matter of time before you start saying that you want him in the starting lineup. You do this all the time, Gabe. You always find some third stringer on the team. You fall in love with them, and then you want all of these things for them. And in reality, it's not going to be a thing. Like, bro, you need some help.
So with shoes on, he's running about 6'9.5". It is a little bit shorter than most centers that you would want to be, but I will remind you, Bam Adebayo, 6'9" as well. Everybody loves him. He makes up for a little bit of lack of height with what seems like a really nice vertical. You've seen him out there blocking shots, chasing stuff down. He gets up for dunks. He goes hard to the rim, unlike a certain player that is pretty polarizing. I feel like you're simply going to be taking a contrarian's point of view just to spite me because you know that I'm falling in love with Metu.
Look. Yes, I will take a contrarian point of view just to spite you, but I will concede some points. I do feel like there was a lot of potential here with him. Averaging only 4.9 points a game last season. He shot 58% from the field. I'm going to assume the majority of those were just dunks and alley-oops as we've seen in the highlight videos. He's shooting at 23.7% from 3-point last year. That's not good, but we did take some time to watch his shooting form, and we both agree that his shooting form is clean. And so I do think he does have the potential. We get him in the gym, we get him some proper coaching, some proper shooting coaching, because we love his mechanics already. I think he can get that up to about 30-40%. He'll be good to go. Will he get it up there? We'll see if he gets it up there, but I just don't like that 23.7%. That is not good. He's a 29% 3-point shooter for his career. So it's just the one thing that we're going to need him to do besides, playing defense and getting rebounds is shooting threes. And if you can't do that, there's not going to be a whole lot of minutes for him.
Great points. And we both agreed his jumper is pretty good looking. It's not an A+, but I can't really pick out anything wrong with it, especially for a big man jumper. I really like it. I got one thing that might boost his 3-point percentage. How about when you're on the court with the Phoenix Suns roster, you're going to be getting wide open threes rather than what he might have been getting in Sacramento, a little bit more defense on you. Teams are obviously going to be so busy doubling Book, doubling Beal, doubling KD. I mean, heck, let's say he's not playing with all three of them. You're still going to have probably two of those guys on the court at all times. They're going to be doubling two of those guys, leaving him wide open. He's got a great release. Okogie, at times, shot really competently from the three. I think he can definitely do that or better. I feel like he's right now a 2-level scorer. His shot release says that he could be a 3-level scorer someday. I really hope we get to see that.
But Gabe, do we even know if he's going to be sitting on the wing? Like, as we mentioned, he's a tweener, but he's more of a 5 with the way he's been playing and the style that he's been playing. Do you even think he's going to have time in this new system with Frank Vogel to be on the wing and shoot threes?
That's another reason why I find it weird that he's only shooting 23% from 3, man. When we watched his game, what was he doing? A lot. Standing out at the 3-point line like a confident 3-point shooter. He'd catch the ball out there and he would let it fly. Or he's got decent handles for his size. So he'd put it on the ground, get past the person, bully them into the paint for a layup, or hit some kind of really nice mid-range floater. That's where I get the idea of him being a 2-level scorer. He can score from the mid-range as well. He's got good post moves and great touch around the rim, right and left-handed, especially for a big. But yeah, I don't know what Frank Vogel is going to want from him. What if Frank Vogel just wants him to live in the paint and go to the rack? I could see that as well.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, I don't know if he's going to be able to be the 3-point shooter that we think he is capable of being in this system. Now, you know, one thing to really kill our point is the fact that we did go get Bol, and he's another one of those guys who has 3-point potential as a big as well. And so that's yet to be seen. Like, until we start the regular season, I have no idea what our bigs are going to do. It's a wild card. Like, we know what Beal's going to do. We know what Book's going to do. We know what KD is going to do, but we don't know what to expect from any of these players that we signed in the offseason other than Eric Gordon. Like, he's the only one in Utah that we know for sure what the role is going to be, but I don't know what any of these bigs are going to be. I mean, Drew Eubanks is going to be there to what? Play defense, get rebounds.
It's funny, like, you might expect Vogel to come in and say, hey, Bol, hey, Chimezie, I love that you guys love shooting, but you guys both shot low 20s. That's not what we're really looking to do. But then it's like, do you take that ability away from either of them? Do you want them to play like Ayton, scared to even look at the rim?
Like, why do you get players with that sort of build and athleticism to just have them be statues in the paint? And so, once again, it's hard to just figure out what they're trying to do. I just know that their plan is they wanted to be longer and more athletic, and they have achieved that. But other than that, what are we going to look like on offense? It's just, I'm racking my brain thinking about it. Like I said, like, there's so much potential here with all of these players.
Tell us what you guys think about Chimezie Metu. You guys have watched the highlights. What do you think of his game? Where do you think he's going to fit on this Suns roster? Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next time.